Did you have a lot of fellow seminarians that discerned out?
Yeah, there's a number of them. My own class that started out together, 15 of us. Today, there's 5 of us who are serving as priests. So 10 of them discerned out.
What's that like, seeing one of your friends, classmates?
I have to say it was hard because I wasn't the brightest guy in the seminary.
Mm-hmm.
Some of these guys I really look up to, both in terms of their holiness, their discipline. Their English is a lot better. I was very shy in the seminary. Very, very shy. I was...
Still?
Oh, geez. Like every time I was assigned to go up and do a reading, like the first reading, I was going to die.
Really?
That's how shy I was. It's a miracle that I could be a priest today and preaching and have so much energy, but I was so scared. Every time it was my turn to do the lecturing, I literally have to hang on to the amble to be able to read. That's how shy I was. Wow. This is all God's grace. So I watched these guys who are a lot more outgoing, a lot more articulate, intelligent, and a lot holier. But then they discern out, and I thought, man, how could that be? They should be the last guy to live. Me, and it's like, God, I think there's something messed up here.
So if there are Vegas odds on it, they would have been the ones you would put your money on.
I would be probably the second guys to leave, and those guys will be the future bishop,
If so there were betting odds on it.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's like, I'm like the worst odd, And then, so that's why when these guys start leaving, it's like, I started even questioning myself. Well, if he can't make it, how am I going to make it? I remember thinking myself that way. And, but we talked with spiritual director and he guided us too. And yeah, some of these men, I still keep in contact with them. Some of my great friends in the seminary, they leave, but they're wonderful dad and husband. And some of them are serving in the church. And, and just like my pastor said, what they've learned in the seminary, now they're using it to serve in the church. So I admire them for coming in to discern.
And trying it out, yes.
That's right, yeah.
Now, we had a couple of deacons here, Father David Michael also talk about, and even Monsignor Borski talk about pranks that happen in the seminary. Did a lot of pranks happen while you were in the seminary?
Oh, yeah, we were. You're 18 years old, running around, living together. What do you expect? It was crazy.
What kind of things happened?
I thought we were going to be with the saints, and then I very quickly find out these guys are not saints at all. Oh,
what kind of things?
Can you
remember?
One class would go against the other class. Things like, we would go to sleep, and then the guy in the other class, they would come, and they would, because the dorm, right, you live in room next to each other and across from each other. So sometimes they would come and they get a rope, and they would tie one doorknob to another.
So you can't get out.
Well, we share a bathroom. It's a common bathroom. So you get up in the morning and take a shower and go to the bathroom and take a shower before you go to the chapel.
So you're locked in your room.
You can't get out. And then
they're done with the bathroom, then they'll let you guys out.
They would take something like fish sauce or shrimp paste, and they put it on your doorknob.
Oh,
and you wake up in the morning, have your eyes have open, right, and you touch
fish sauce.
So what we did was, we went out to the marketplace. We got a fresh fish.
Oh no!
And we came back to their room, and we want to make sure they don't find it.
Okay.
So we got a chair. We open up the vent on the wall near the ceiling. Put the dead fish inside. Screw it back.
And you left it there for a couple of days until
for a week. Yeah.
That must have smelled horrible. And they're looking all over the place for this smell, right?
I think we're gonna go to purgatory. All kind. It was a wild time.
A dead fish inside the air conditioning unit.
Yeah.
Just rotting in the air conditioning unit.
Hey, that's what they get for putting shrimp paste on a doorknob.
Anything else? Were you targeted specifically for anything?
Well, we did a lot as like one
As a
class
group?
against another. It was very, very bad, very bad. We even did it to the faculty.
Oh, really?
Oh,
What did you do to the
now,
faculty?
he's now a bishop. he was a spiritual director in the seminary.
Okay.
It was kind of tough with us, So it was like, man, we got to get him. So at night, he would leave his door open while he go to the library to print because he have to talk the next day. So we waited for him to leave. Then we took this big statue of Moses in the library and we snuck it inside his room.
A statue.
Yeah, and we put, on the toilet, we put the lid down.
Okay.
Put the statue on the toilet and we turned it off. And we waited. And the poor guy came back. He he turned on the light. You could hear the scream. We were in so much trouble.
How many of you did that?
Oh my! As a class,
the whole
class. A bunch of us get together. Some guys wouldn't participate in something like that. He's now a bishop.
What was your punishment for that?
Oh, we were grounded. Trying to remember, we were in so much trouble. Golly.
A statue of Moses on top of the toilet in his bathroom. He walks in, turns on the light, and there's Moses staring at him.
Yeah. Oh, it's a lot of wild thing. It's like a fun time, fun time. You don't have too much, you're still in college. Just having a good time.
Yeah, you're young guys.
You're young guy. You
still immature.
Immature, is what I'm going to say. Yeah.
Now, another thing that some of the other guests that we had talk about were chalice chippers. Was that a term that was used back then? Girls that would try to hang around with seminarians? Or maybe, chalice chippers, cassock chasers, or... Did you call it that at the time? No?
You know what? I didn't hear that term when I was in the seminary. Maybe I was a bit naive. But we live in the seminary, but on Sunday, it's open to the public to come. And also we go to school at the university.
Yes.
And, at that age, gosh, you have puppy loves and
yes.
Yeah, so I remember sometime when we have mass and, you live together with these guys a whole week and beautiful girls come into the seminary to celebrate mass and you're like, wow, she's so beautiful. We say, you just admire God's beauty,
Of course.
Yeah.
You can't help but admire. Yeah.
And then you go to this university campus and you make friends with these guys and girls and a lot of them they're beautiful inside out. And I was attracted to some of them. I still remember some of them like, wow, if I was in the seminary, I would love to date them because they love God and they have a strong faith and I have admiration for them. So you still, it's very real. I think it's just like for any man, who are married, you are committed.
Yes.
Or you're dating, you still find maybe another man or another girl attractive. For a lady, she might find somebody besides her boyfriend or her husband, something attractive of
yes.
her. So we are attracted to beauty and to things that are good. But the key is in the seminary, when we are attracted like that, one, we talk with our spiritual director. Two, we bring it so that we can be renewed in our commitment to the Lord. It's like a husband, he might go on a trip, on a work trip, and he may find his colleagues or someone else there very attractive, but he recommit his life to his wife and his children, and so that's what we do. In our seminary, sometimes we'll find other ladies very, very attractive, but we have to fall back to prayer and to recommit ourselves to our commitment. And so I think that that's very human, especially at that age. And we learn those things in the seminary. I find that a lot of time it take me onto my knees and also to share deeper with my spiritual director and allow me to be more committed. Because love is not really love until it hurts. When you choose something, by the very fact of choosing and deciding, you're giving up something else. Otherwise, that decision is not that meaningful because you haven't given up yet. Many times I think to myself, I could be married and be a good dad and a very good husband. But I made a decision to choose a celibate life so that I can serve. Like right now, I have a lot of freedom to serve. If I have an emergency now, if let's say if I'm married and my child has an emergency and I get an emergency,
it's harder to,
so this gives me a lot of freedom to serve, which I love. Yeah. This parish become my life, my family, my bride. The church is our bride.